These 10 vegetables can dramatically improve circulation and intimacy after 60, yet most elderly couples never discover their transformative power. A 68-year-old patient told me his marriage was saved by adding just 3 of these to his weekly routine. I'm Dr. Grace Miller, and after 25 years treating circulation issues in older adults, I've seen these simple foods restore both physical vitality and emotional connection when medications failed. The first mistake I see repeatedly in my practice is men dismissing beets entirely because of their earthy taste or the perceived hassle of preparing them. Many patients tell me they've tried beets once, didn't enjoy the flavor, and crossed them off their list permanently. Others worry about the mess of handling fresh beets or feel intimidated by their preparation. This resistance is understandable, but it's also one of the most costly dietary decisions a man over 60 can make for his circulation and intimate health. What these men don't realize is that beets are nature's most powerful nitric oxide boosters. When you consume beets, your body converts their natural nitrates into nitric oxide, a compound that acts like a key unlocking your blood vessels. This process relaxes and widens your arteries, allowing blood to flow freely throughout your body, including to the areas most crucial for intimate connection. As we age, our natural nitric oxide production declines dramatically, which is why so many older adults experience the telltale signs of poor circulation. The physical consequences of avoiding this circulation powerhouse are significant. Without adequate nitric oxide, blood vessels become rigid and narrow. Men begin experiencing cold hands and feet, even in mild weather. They notice their stamina declining during physical activities. Energy levels drop throughout the day. Most concerning for intimate relationships, blood flow to vital areas becomes restricted, making physical connection more difficult and less satisfying. The emotional impact often proves even more challenging than the physical symptoms. When circulation problems begin affecting intimate moments, many men start avoiding physical closeness altogether, rather than risk embarrassment or disappointment. This withdrawal creates distance in relationships precisely when couples need connection most. Partners may interpret this avoidance as rejection or loss of interest, leading to hurt feelings and communication breakdowns that extend far beyond the bedroom. The solution doesn't require forcing down raw beets or dealing with stained hands and cutting boards. Roasted beets drizzled with honey transform that earthy flavor into something almost dessert-like. Many of my patients find success with beet juice blends mixed with apple or carrot juice, which masks the earthiness while delivering full circulation benefits. You can also try pickled beets, which offer a tangy flavor profile that many find more appealing. The key is gradual adaptation, starting with small amounts and finding preparation methods that work for your palate. But beets are just the beginning of this circulation-enhancing journey. The next mistake I encounter involves a leafy green that works synergistically with beets to create even more powerful results. Yet most people treat it as just another salad ingredient without understanding its remarkable ability to support vascular health and intimate vitality. Have you ever wondered why spinach appears on every healthy foods list, yet most people treat it as nothing more than a bland green to tolerate? This represents the second critical mistake I observe: completely underestimating spinach's profound impact on circulation and intimate health. Recent cardiovascular research has revealed that spinach contains some of the highest concentrations of natural nitrates found in any vegetable, yet the majority of older adults consume it sporadically without understanding its remarkable vascular benefits. The couples I work with often express frustration when basic dietary changes don't seem to make a difference in their energy or connection. What they don't realize is that spinach's circulation-enhancing properties require consistent daily consumption to build up in your system. Unlike medications that work immediately, spinach's nitrates need time to convert into nitric oxide and begin the process of relaxing blood vessels. This conversion mechanism works hand in hand with the magnesium naturally present in spinach, which helps keep arterial walls flexible and responsive. When your body lacks adequate magnesium and nitrates, Your arteries begin to stiffen like old rubber bands that have lost their stretch. This arterial rigidity forces your heart to work harder to push blood through increasingly narrow pathways. Blood pressure rises as your cardiovascular system struggles to maintain adequate circulation. The reduced blood flow affects every organ system, but the impact on intimate areas becomes particularly noticeable as these delicate tissues require robust circulation to function properly. Beyond the physical challenges, arterial stiffness creates an insidious emotional cycle. As circulation diminishes, energy levels drop and physical confidence wanes. Many couples find themselves feeling increasingly disconnected, not just physically, but emotionally. The frustration of a body that isn't responding as it once did can lead to withdrawal from intimate moments, creating distance precisely when partnership and closeness matter most. This emotional disconnection often proves more damaging to relationships than the original physical symptoms. The solution lies in making spinach a daily priority rather than an occasional addition to your meals. Fresh spinach blends seamlessly into morning smoothies with fruits that mask any bitter notes. Sautéing spinach with a small amount of olive oil actually increases the absorption of its fat-soluble nutrients while breaking down oxalates that can interfere with mineral absorption. Many people find success adding handfuls of spinach to soups, pasta dishes, or even scrambled eggs, where it wilts down to almost nothing while delivering maximum nutritional impact. The timing of spinach consumption can also enhance its effectiveness. Consuming it earlier in the day allows your body more time to convert the nitrates into circulation-boosting compounds. Pairing spinach with vitamin C-rich foods like lemon juice or bell peppers can further enhance nitrate absorption and conversion. While spinach provides an excellent foundation for improved circulation, there's another common kitchen ingredient that can amplify these benefits exponentially. However, most people unknowingly destroy its most powerful compounds through improper preparation, missing out on one of nature's most potent circulation enhancers. Most home cooks make a devastating mistake with garlic that completely destroys its most powerful circulation-enhancing properties. They grab fresh garlic, quickly mince it, and immediately toss it into a hot pan, believing they're adding healthy flavor to their meals. This common cooking approach represents one of the most frustrating oversights I encounter because it renders garlic virtually useless for cardiovascular health, while giving people a false sense that they're doing something beneficial for their circulation. A frequent complaint I hear from patients is their disappointment with natural remedies. They've read about garlic's benefits for heart health and circulation, incorporated it into their cooking regularly, yet notice no improvement in their energy, blood pressure, or intimate wellness. What they don't understand is that garlic's therapeutic compound, allicin, only forms when garlic cells are damaged and then given time to activate before being exposed to heat. Without this crucial activation period, you're essentially eating expensive seasoning with minimal health benefits. The science behind proper garlic preparation reveals why timing matters so dramatically. When you crush or chop garlic, an enzyme called alliinase converts a compound called alliin into allicin, the sulfur compound responsible for garlic's distinctive smell and its remarkable ability to relax blood vessels and reduce inflammation. However, this enzymatic reaction requires several minutes to complete and stops immediately when exposed to high temperatures. Heat destroys alliinase before it can create therapeutic levels of allicin. Without adequate allicin formation, your cardiovascular system continues to battle chronic low-grade inflammation that silently damages arterial walls. This ongoing inflammation promotes plaque buildup, arterial stiffening, and restricted blood flow throughout your body. The inflammatory cascade affects not just major arteries, but also the smallest capillaries that supply vital tissues. Over time, this inflammatory damage accumulates, leading to progressively worse circulation and diminished function in areas that depend on robust blood flow. The emotional toll of ineffective natural remedies often proves as damaging as the physical symptoms themselves. When people make dietary changes expecting improvement but see no meaningful results, They frequently abandon healthy eating altogether, convinced that nutrition has no real impact on their condition. This discouragement can lead to a sense of helplessness about their health and a return to less healthy eating patterns. The frustration becomes particularly acute when intimate function continues to decline despite sincere efforts to improve circulation naturally. The solution requires changing your garlic preparation technique rather than eliminating garlic from your diet. After crushing or chopping fresh garlic, let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes before adding it to any heat source. This waiting period allows maximum allicin formation to occur. You can prepare garlic at the beginning of your cooking session, set it aside while you prepare other ingredients, then add it to your pan during the last few minutes of cooking to preserve its therapeutic compounds. For maximum benefit, consider adding crushed raw garlic to finished dishes like salad dressings, where it won't be exposed to heat at all. Many people find that starting with smaller amounts of raw garlic helps them adjust to its intensity while still gaining cardiovascular benefits. You can also prepare garlic-infused oils by allowing crushed garlic to sit in olive oil for several hours before straining, creating a flavorful cooking medium that retains allicin's beneficial properties. While properly prepared garlic addresses arterial inflammation from one angle, there's an often overlooked vegetable that tackles circulation problems through an entirely different mechanism. Most people dismiss it as mostly water and fiber, completely missing its unique ability to relax arterial muscles and support healthy blood pressure. If you've ever dismissed celery as nothing more than crunchy water with minimal nutritional value, you're making a mistake that could be costing you significant circulation improvements. This perception represents one of the most common nutritional oversights I encounter in clinical practice. While celery may appear unremarkable compared to more colorful vegetables, recent cardiovascular research has identified unique compounds in celery that specifically target arterial muscle tension, making it one of the most effective natural tools for improving blood flow and reducing blood pressure. Statistical evidence from cardiovascular studies reveals that celery contains exceptionally high levels of phthalides, naturally occurring compounds that have a direct relaxing effect on the smooth muscle cells lining your arteries. Many patients report feeling surprised when they learn that this humble vegetable outperforms more expensive supplements in clinical trials measuring arterial flexibility and blood pressure reduction. The oversight occurs because celery's benefits aren't immediately obvious, like the deep red color of beets or the robust flavor of garlic, leading most people to overlook its therapeutic potential entirely. The phthalides in celery work through a fascinating mechanism that directly addresses one of the primary causes of poor circulation in older adults. These compounds signal the smooth muscle cells in arterial walls to relax, allowing blood vessels to expand and accommodate increased blood flow. Simultaneously, celery's high potassium content helps balance sodium levels in your bloodstream, reducing the fluid retention that can increase blood pressure and strain your cardiovascular system. This dual action creates an environment where blood can flow more freely throughout your body, reaching areas that may have been receiving inadequate circulation for years. When arterial walls remain chronically tense due to mineral imbalances and lack of natural relaxation compounds, the physical consequences extend throughout your entire circulatory system. Peripheral circulation suffers first, leading to cold extremities, slower wound healing, and reduced sensation in hands and feet. The heart must work harder to push blood through constricted vessels, leading to elevated blood pressure and increased cardiovascular strain. Most significantly for intimate health, the delicate blood vessels that serve reproductive tissues become increasingly unable to provide the robust circulation necessary for normal function. The emotional impact of poor peripheral circulation often goes unrecognized until it begins affecting daily activities and intimate relationships. Partners frequently experience feelings of helplessness as they watch their loved ones struggle with fatigue, cold sensitivity, and declining physical capabilities. The gradual nature of circulation decline can create relationship strain as couples adjust their expectations and activities around increasing physical limitations. When intimate function becomes affected, both partners may feel frustrated and disconnected, unsure how to address changes that seem beyond their control. Fresh celery juice provides the most concentrated source of circulation-enhancing phthalides, though timing and preparation significantly impact its effectiveness. Consuming celery juice on an empty stomach in the morning allows for maximum absorption of its active compounds without interference from other foods. Many people find that starting with smaller amounts, such as 4 to 6 ounces, helps them adjust to celery's naturally salty taste while still providing therapeutic benefits. You can also incorporate fresh celery into smoothies with fruits like apple or pear to improve palatability while maintaining its medicinal properties. For those who prefer solid food, eating fresh celery stalks with almond butter or hummus provides sustained release of phthalides throughout the day. The key is consistency rather than quantity. Regular daily consumption of even small amounts proves more effective than occasional large servings. Cooking celery reduces its phthalide content, so raw consumption delivers superior circulation benefits. While celery excels at relaxing arterial muscles and improving blood flow, there's another common vegetable that provides crucial antioxidant protection for blood vessel walls. However, most people consume this vegetable in a way that dramatically reduces its bioavailability, missing out on compounds that could significantly enhance their vascular health and circulation. When it comes to carrots, conventional wisdom suggests that raw is always better to preserve nutrients, but this popular belief creates a significant missed opportunity for circulation enhancement. The assumption that cooking destroys nutritional value leads many health-conscious individuals to limit their carrot consumption to raw preparations, completely unaware that gentle cooking actually increases the bioavailability of carrots' most important cardiovascular compounds by up to 500%. Observational data from my practice reveals a consistent pattern among patients who report minimal improvement despite adding raw carrots to their diets regularly. They express confusion about why this supposedly heart-healthy vegetable isn't producing the circulation benefits they've read about in health literature. The disconnect occurs because raw carrots trap most of their beta-carotene within tough cellular walls that human digestion cannot effectively break down, leaving these powerful antioxidant compounds largely inaccessible to your cardiovascular system. Beta-carotene serves as a crucial protective shield for blood vessel walls, neutralizing free radicals that cause oxidative damage to arterial linings. When your body can properly absorb and convert beta-carotene into vitamin A, it strengthens the endothelial cells that line your blood vessels, maintaining their flexibility and integrity. Cooking carrots breaks down the cellulose structures that bind beta-carotene, releasing these compounds for absorption. Additionally, beta-carotene is fat-soluble, meaning it requires dietary fat for optimal uptake, which raw carrot consumption rarely provides in adequate amounts. Without sufficient antioxidant protection, arterial walls become increasingly susceptible to oxidative stress and inflammation. This damage accumulates over time, creating rough, inflamed surfaces where cholesterol and other particles can adhere, gradually narrowing blood vessels and reducing their flexibility. The compromised vessel integrity affects circulation throughout the body, but becomes particularly noticeable in areas requiring robust blood flow for optimal function. Reduced antioxidant status also impairs the body's ability to produce nitric oxide effectively, compounding circulation problems. The gradual decline in vascular health often manifests as a slow erosion of physical confidence and energy that many people attribute simply to aging. Couples may notice decreased stamina during physical activities, reduced tolerance for temperature changes, and a general sense that their bodies aren't responding as reliably as they once did. These changes can create subtle but persistent anxiety about physical capabilities, leading to unconscious avoidance of activities that once brought joy and connection. The emotional impact extends beyond individual confidence to affect relationship dynamics as both partners adjust their expectations and activities around perceived physical limitations. Gentle cooking methods maximize carrot benefits while preserving their natural sweetness and texture. Light steaming for 8 to 10 minutes softens cellular walls enough to release beta-carotene without destroying heat-sensitive nutrients. Sautéing carrots with a small amount of olive oil provides both the heat needed to break down cell walls and the fat necessary for optimal beta-carotene absorption. Roasting carrots at moderate temperatures caramelizes their natural sugars while maintaining nutritional benefits, creating a more appealing flavor profile for those who find raw carrots too bland. The timing of carrot consumption can also enhance their cardiovascular benefits, including cooked carrots with meals that contain other sources of healthy fats, such as avocado, nuts, or olive oil-based dressings, further improves beta-carotene absorption. Many people find that preparing a week's worth of lightly steamed carrots makes it easier to incorporate them into daily meals without the effort of cooking fresh vegetables each day. While carrots provide essential antioxidant protection for blood vessel walls, there's another red vegetable that offers a different but equally important type of vascular protection. However, many people avoid this circulation-enhancing food due to concerns about acidity, missing out on one of nature's most potent compounds for maintaining healthy blood vessels. Acid reflux concerns cause many older adults to eliminate tomatoes from their diets entirely, creating one of the most counterproductive dietary restrictions I encounter in cardiovascular medicine. This avoidance behavior stems from legitimate digestive discomfort, but it removes one of the most powerful vascular protective compounds from the diet, precisely when blood vessels need maximum support. The irony is particularly striking because the circulation benefits of tomatoes could significantly outweigh the temporary digestive discomfort for most people, yet fear of acid reflux keeps many from ever discovering tomatoes' remarkable ability to strengthen blood vessel walls. Research consistently demonstrates that populations with higher tomato consumption show significantly lower rates of cardiovascular disease and better arterial flexibility in older age groups. Many couples express frustration when digestive sensitivities begin limiting their food choices and social dining experiences, yet they remain unaware that simple preparation modifications could allow them to enjoy tomatoes' benefits without triggering reflux symptoms. This knowledge gap represents a significant missed opportunity for natural circulation enhancement. Tomatoes contain exceptionally high concentrations of lycopene, a carotenoid that specifically targets blood vessel integrity and inflammation reduction. Unlike many antioxidants that work generally throughout the body, lycopene demonstrates particular affinity for arterial walls, where it neutralizes free radicals that would otherwise damage the delicate endothelial lining. Cooking tomatoes actually increases lycopene bioavailability by breaking down cellular structures and making this protective compound more accessible to your digestive system. The presence of healthy fats during consumption further enhances lycopene absorption, making cooked tomato dishes with olive oil particularly beneficial for vascular health. When blood vessels lack adequate lycopene protection, they become increasingly vulnerable to oxidative stress and inflammatory damage. This vulnerability manifests as progressive arterial stiffening, reduced nitric oxide production, and impaired circulation throughout the body. The inflammatory cascade triggered by inadequate antioxidant protection affects not only major arteries, but also the microscopic capillaries that supply vital tissues. Over time, this cumulative damage reduces the cardiovascular system's ability to respond to increased circulation demands, affecting everything from exercise tolerance to intimate function. Dietary restrictions often create unexpected emotional challenges that extend far beyond physical symptoms. When couples must navigate extensive food limitations, shared meals become sources of stress rather than connection. Social dining experiences become complicated as individuals worry about triggering symptoms, leading to gradual withdrawal from restaurants, dinner parties, and other food-centered social activities. These restrictions can create feelings of isolation and frustration, particularly when both partners must adapt their eating patterns around one person's digestive sensitivities. Several preparation methods can significantly reduce tomatoes' acidity while preserving their lycopene content. Cooking tomatoes with a small amount of baking soda neutralizes excess acid without affecting nutritional value. Choosing naturally lower acid tomato varieties such as yellow or orange tomatoes provides lycopene benefits with reduced reflux risk. Consuming tomatoes earlier in the day rather than close to bedtime allows more time for digestion and reduces the likelihood of nighttime reflux symptoms. Roasted tomatoes with herbs and olive oil offer one of the most digestible and nutritionally beneficial preparations. The roasting process concentrates flavors while breaking down acids that trigger reflux, and the olive oil enhances lycopene absorption. Many people find that starting with small amounts of well-cooked tomatoes helps them gauge their tolerance, while gradually increasing their intake as digestive sensitivity improves. Tomato paste and sauce, when prepared without added sugars or excessive spices, provide concentrated lycopene in easily digestible forms. These processed tomato products often cause fewer digestive issues than fresh tomatoes while delivering superior antioxidant benefits. Adding a small amount of tomato paste to soups, stews, or other cooked dishes provides significant vascular protection without overwhelming sensitive digestive systems. While lycopene protects blood vessel walls from oxidative damage, there's another crucial component of vascular health that requires a different type of nutritional support. The structural integrity of blood vessels depends on adequate collagen production, which requires specific nutrients that most people consume irregularly despite their widespread availability in colorful vegetables. Bell peppers represent one of the most underutilized circulation-enhancing foods in the typical diet, relegated to occasional appearances in stir-fries or salads when they should be consumed daily for optimal vascular health. This sporadic usage pattern stems from viewing bell peppers as mere recipe ingredients rather than recognizing their extraordinary vitamin C content and its critical role in maintaining blood vessel integrity. Most people have no idea that a single bell pepper contains more vitamin C than most citrus fruits, making it one of the most powerful tools available for supporting the structural foundation of healthy circulation. Clinical observations reveal a striking pattern among patients who begin incorporating bell peppers into their daily routine. Many report improvements in circulation-related symptoms within weeks, including warmer extremities, better exercise tolerance, and enhanced energy levels. These improvements occur because vitamin C serves as an essential cofactor in collagen synthesis, the process by which your body builds and maintains the structural proteins that give blood vessels their strength and flexibility. Without adequate vitamin C intake, this crucial repair process cannot function effectively, leading to progressively weaker vessel walls over time. The mechanism by which vitamin C supports vascular health extends far beyond simple antioxidant activity. Collagen forms the structural backbone of arterial walls, providing the strength needed to withstand blood pressure changes and the flexibility required for proper circulation. As we age, collagen production naturally declines, but inadequate vitamin C intake accelerates this deterioration dramatically. Bell peppers provide vitamin C in a highly bioavailable form, accompanied by bioflavonoids that enhance absorption and extend vitamin C's activity in the bloodstream. When blood vessel walls lack adequate collagen support, they become increasingly fragile and prone to damage from normal blood pressure fluctuations. This structural weakness manifests as reduced vessel elasticity, making arteries less able to expand and contract effectively with each heartbeat. Poor vessel integrity also increases the risk of small ruptures and bleeding within arterial walls, promoting inflammation and plaque formation that further restricts circulation. The cumulative effect is a cardiovascular system that struggles to deliver adequate blood flow to vital tissues, particularly those areas requiring robust circulation for optimal function. Beyond the physical consequences, weakened blood vessels create psychological barriers that can significantly impact quality of life and intimate relationships. Fear of physical exertion becomes common as individuals worry about placing additional stress on their cardiovascular system. This anxiety often leads to increasingly sedentary behavior, which ironically worsens circulation problems and accelerates the decline in vessel integrity. The concern about physical limitations can extend to intimate situations, creating performance anxiety that affects both partners and gradually erodes confidence and connection. Daily bell pepper consumption provides sustained vitamin C levels that support ongoing collagen synthesis and vessel repair. Raw bell peppers retain maximum vitamin C content, making them ideal for snacking or adding to salads and sandwiches. Different colored bell peppers offer varying levels of additional antioxidants, with red peppers providing the highest vitamin C content, along with lycopene, yellow peppers offering beta-carotene, and orange peppers containing a unique blend of carotenoids that further support vascular health. Preparing bell peppers in advance makes daily consumption more convenient and sustainable. Washing, cutting, and storing bell pepper strips in the refrigerator ensures they're readily available for quick snacks or meal additions throughout the week. Many people find success in adding raw bell pepper pieces to their morning routine, either in smoothies where the sweet flavor blends well with fruits, or as a crunchy addition to breakfast dishes. Light cooking preserves most of bell pepper's vitamin C while making them more digestible for some individuals. Quick sautéing for just 2 to 3 minutes maintains nutritional value while softening texture. Roasting bell peppers concentrates their natural sweetness and creates a versatile ingredient that can be added to various dishes throughout the week. The color variety in bell peppers isn't just aesthetically pleasing. It provides a broader spectrum of vascular protective compounds. Rotating between red, yellow, orange, and green peppers ensures comprehensive antioxidant coverage while preventing taste fatigue. This variety also provides different combinations of vitamins and minerals that work synergistically to support circulation and overall cardiovascular health. Understanding these 7 critical mistakes with circulation-enhancing vegetables provides a foundation for dramatically improving your vascular health and intimate wellness. Each vegetable we've discussed works through different mechanisms to address the complex factors that compromise circulation as we age. When combined consistently in your daily routine, these simple dietary changes can restore the robust blood flow that supports not just physical health, but the confidence and connection that make life after 60 truly fulfilling. The tragedy of overcooked broccoli extends far beyond unpleasant taste and mushy texture. It represents the complete destruction of one of nature's most powerful circulation-enhancing compounds. Extended cooking times and high temperatures obliterate sulforaphane, broccoli's primary anti-inflammatory compound, turning this nutritional powerhouse into little more than green fiber. This cooking mistake is particularly frustrating because it's so easily preventable, yet it's incredibly common among well-intentioned individuals trying to improve their cardiovascular health through better nutrition. Temperature sensitivity studies demonstrate that sulforaphane begins breaking down rapidly at temperatures above 140 degrees Fahrenheit, with almost complete destruction occurring after 10 minutes of boiling or high-heat cooking. Many people report disappointment when adding broccoli to their diets doesn't produce the circulation improvements they've read about in health literature. They assume broccoli doesn't work for them personally, when in reality their cooking methods have eliminated the very compounds responsible for broccoli's vascular benefits. Sulforaphane works as a potent anti-inflammatory agent, specifically targeting the chronic inflammation that restricts blood flow and damages arterial walls. This compound activates cellular pathways that reduce inflammatory markers throughout the cardiovascular system while supporting the production of enzymes that protect blood vessels from oxidative stress. When properly preserved through gentle cooking, sulforaphane can significantly improve circulation by reducing the inflammation that causes blood vessels to constrict and stiffen over time. Without adequate anti-inflammatory support from compounds like sulforaphane, blood vessels remain in a state of chronic low-grade inflammation that progressively restricts circulation. This ongoing inflammatory process makes arteries less responsive to natural dilation signals, reducing their ability to increase blood flow when needed. The restriction affects not only major arteries, but also the smallest capillaries that supply vital tissues, leading to decreased oxygen and nutrient delivery throughout the body. Over time, this compromised circulation becomes particularly noticeable in areas requiring robust blood flow for optimal function. The emotional toll of cooking failures often goes unacknowledged, but can significantly impact motivation and dietary adherence. When individuals make sincere efforts to improve their health through nutrition, but see no meaningful results, they frequently become discouraged and abandon healthy eating altogether. This frustration becomes particularly acute when people invest time, energy, and money into preparing nutritious meals that fail to deliver expected benefits due to preparation errors. The disappointment can create lasting skepticism about nutrition's role in health improvement. Proper steaming techniques preserve maximum sulforaphane content while making broccoli more digestible and flavorful. Steam broccoli for no more than 4 to 5 minutes until it turns bright green and becomes tender crisp. The vegetable should retain some firmness and vibrant color, indicating that heat-sensitive compounds remain intact. Using a steamer basket over boiling water provides gentle, consistent heat that preserves nutrients while cooking the broccoli evenly. Timing becomes crucial for optimal sulforaphane preservation. Remove broccoli from heat as soon as it reaches the desired tenderness, then immediately stop the cooking process by transferring it to a bowl or serving dish. Some people prefer to rinse steamed broccoli briefly with cold water to halt cooking completely, though this step isn't necessary if you serve it immediately. Raw broccoli provides maximum sulforaphane content, though many people find it difficult to digest in large quantities. Chopping raw broccoli finely and letting it sit for 5 to 10 minutes before eating actually increases sulforaphane formation through enzymatic activity. Adding raw broccoli to salads, slaws, or smoothies provides excellent circulation benefits while varying texture and flavor. Light sautéing offers another gentle cooking option that preserves most of broccoli's beneficial compounds. Use low to medium heat and cook for no more than 3 to 4 minutes, stirring frequently to ensure even heating without overexposure to high temperatures. Adding a small amount of water to the pan creates steam that helps cook the broccoli gently while preventing the high temperatures that destroy sulforaphane. While broccoli provides crucial anti-inflammatory support for circulation, there's another green vegetable that addresses a different but equally important aspect of vascular health. This often seasonal vegetable contains specific nutrients that help prevent one of the most dangerous threats to blood vessel integrity, yet most people consume it only occasionally when it's readily available in spring markets. Seasonal eating patterns often overlook one of the most critical aspects of year-round vascular health maintenance. Asparagus consumption typically spikes during spring months when fresh spears appear in markets, then drops to nearly zero for the remainder of the year. This seasonal limitation creates a significant gap in folate intake precisely when consistent levels are needed to protect blood vessels from one of the most dangerous but silent threats to circulation, elevated homocysteine levels. Laboratory data consistently shows that homocysteine levels fluctuate throughout the year in populations that consume folate-rich foods seasonally. Many individuals experience gradual increases in this inflammatory amino acid during months when fresh asparagus isn't readily available, creating periods of increased cardiovascular risk that go completely unnoticed. The correlation between seasonal folate intake and circulation problems becomes particularly evident when examining patient reports of energy levels, mood changes, and physical symptoms that seem to worsen during certain times of the year. Folate serves as a crucial cofactor in the metabolic pathway that processes homocysteine, converting this potentially harmful compound into beneficial amino acids that support rather than damage blood vessels. When folate levels drop, homocysteine accumulates in the bloodstream where it acts like microscopic sandpaper, abrading arterial walls and creating rough surfaces where cholesterol and inflammatory particles can adhere. This process accelerates atherosclerosis and reduces the flexibility of blood vessels throughout the circulatory system. Elevated homocysteine levels create a cascade of vascular damage that affects circulation in multiple ways. The amino acid directly damages the endothelial cells lining blood vessels, impairing their ability to produce nitric oxide and respond to circulation demands. This endothelial dysfunction reduces the blood vessel's capacity to dilate when increased flow is needed, particularly affecting areas that depend on dynamic circulation changes. The inflammatory response triggered by homocysteine damage also promotes blood clot formation and arterial stiffness, further compromising circulation to vital tissues. The seasonal nature of asparagus consumption often creates subtle but noticeable patterns in energy levels and mood that many people attribute to weather changes or other factors. During months with adequate folate intake, individuals frequently report feeling more energetic, experiencing better sleep quality, and maintaining more stable moods. When folate levels drop during off-seasons, the gradual decline in vascular health can manifest as increased fatigue, difficulty concentrating, and mood fluctuations that affect relationships and daily activities. Frozen asparagus provides year-round access to folate-rich nutrition with minimal loss of beneficial compounds. Flash freezing preserves most of asparagus's folate content, making frozen varieties nearly as nutritious as fresh options. Many people discover that frozen asparagus is actually more convenient for regular consumption since it requires no trimming or extensive preparation, making it easier to incorporate into daily meals consistently. Proper storage and preparation of fresh asparagus can extend its availability beyond traditional spring seasons. Asparagus stored with stem ends in water and refrigerated can maintain freshness and nutritional value for up to 2 weeks, allowing you to purchase larger quantities when in season and consume them gradually. Blanching and freezing fresh asparagus yourself preserves maximum nutrition while ensuring year-round availability. Canned asparagus, while less ideal than fresh or frozen options, still provides significant folate content and represents a convenient backup option for maintaining consistent intake. Choose low-sodium varieties and rinse before consuming to reduce excess salt while preserving folate content. The convenience of shelf-stable asparagus makes it easier to maintain consistent folate intake during periods when fresh options aren't available. Cooking methods significantly impact folate retention in asparagus. Light steaming for 3 to 4 minutes preserves maximum folate content while making asparagus tender and flavorful. Avoid boiling, which leaches water-soluble folate into cooking water that's typically discarded. Roasting asparagus with a small amount of olive oil provides excellent flavor while maintaining most nutritional benefits. Folate supplementation may be necessary for individuals who cannot maintain consistent asparagus consumption year-round. However, food sources like asparagus provide folate in combination with other synergistic nutrients that enhance absorption and effectiveness. The natural form of folate found in vegetables is often better tolerated and more bioavailable than synthetic folic acid found in most supplements. While consistent folate intake through year-round asparagus consumption addresses homocysteine-related vascular damage, there's one final vegetable that provides the most comprehensive circulation support of all. This leafy green powerhouse combines multiple mechanisms of vascular enhancement in a single food, yet it remains the most intimidating and underutilized circulation-enhancing vegetable in most diets. The final and perhaps most consequential mistake involves completely avoiding kale due to its intimidating reputation, tough texture, and bitter taste. This avoidance represents the loss of the most nutritionally dense circulation-enhancing vegetable available, one that combines nitrates, vitamin K, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds in concentrations that surpass virtually every other leafy green. The superfood marketing around kale has paradoxically made it less accessible to many people, creating pressure to consume it in large quantities or complex preparations when simple approaches would provide extraordinary vascular benefits. The reluctance to incorporate kale stems largely from initial negative experiences with improperly prepared raw kale or overcomplicated recipes that make this nutritional powerhouse seem more difficult than it actually is. Many individuals report feeling overwhelmed by conflicting advice about kale preparation, leading them to avoid it entirely rather than experiment with simpler approaches. This avoidance is particularly unfortunate because kale provides the most comprehensive vascular support of any single vegetable, addressing multiple aspects of circulation health simultaneously. Kale's extraordinary nutrient density makes it uniquely effective for circulation enhancement. Its nitrate content rivals that of beets, supporting nitric oxide production and blood vessel dilation. The vitamin K in kale plays a crucial role in preventing calcium deposits from accumulating in arterial walls, a process that significantly stiffens blood vessels and restricts circulation. Additionally, kale contains potent antioxidants including quercetin and kaempferol that specifically protect blood vessel walls from inflammatory damage while supporting healthy blood pressure regulation. When arterial walls accumulate calcium deposits due to inadequate vitamin K intake, blood vessels lose their natural flexibility and become increasingly rigid. This arterial calcification creates a vicious cycle where stiff vessels require higher blood pressure to maintain circulation, which in turn accelerates further calcium deposition and vessel damage. The process particularly affects smaller arteries and cap,